Hello and welcome to Bridlington on the East Yorkshire coast. Bridlington is a small seaside town located about 28 miles north of Hull, about 34 miles east of York and about 17 miles from Scarborough. Now with Bridlington being a small seaside town, it does rely heavily on the summer trade, on the seasonal trade, which runs from sort of April to September. So obviously they try and work as hard as they can through those months, because the cold winter months, sort of November to March, there's not a lot going on. So I thought I'd come today. Today's a quite cold January midweek day, and I thought I'll come to Bridlington and show you around, see what's open, what's not, see if there's anything new. I do tend to come to these seaside resorts through the winter just to see what's going on while it's quiet. I did do a similar video fairly recently from Skegness, and it was quite popular. Quite a lot of people seem to quite enjoy that, so I thought I'm going to start like a little mini series of going to different seaside resorts over the next sort of couple of months. I'm going to go to all different seaside resorts and see what it's like through the winter months. As I say, it's a midweek January day now, so we'll see what's open in Bridlington. I will start the video by showing you where I park for free. I do tend to always try and park for free whenever I go anywhere, just because I'm tight, even if it means a 15-20 minute walk to sort of the main touristy areas. I don't mind doing that if I can park for free. So I'll show you where I've parked for free, and then we'll take a walk right down the Bridlington seafront. We'll take in the funfair, the arcades, and then we'll go into the town centre and see what that is like in a cold midweek January day. So come with us and let's check out Bridlington. So I have parked just down Sands, I think it's Sands Road or Sands Lane, which is there. You do get 3 hours free parking. Whenever we do come to Brid, I do come to Bridlington quite a lot, and especially through the summer months, 3 hours for us is always enough, so we always park just down there where there's plenty of free parking. I will just quickly show you. It's called Sands Lane, S-A-N-D-S Lane, and there is ample parking down there even through the summer. Like I said, whenever we've turned up in the summer, we do tend to come quite a lot. I'd say we probably come to Bridlington maybe, I don't know, between 5 and 10 times a year at least. Even in the summer we can get a parking spot down here, and as I say, it gives you 3 hours for free. You can go down this street as well. That's Sands Lane there, and there's all on-road parking there for 3 hours maximum, and then you can come down here where I usually park, and it goes all the way down, and there's parking spots along the left hand side here with a 3 hour time limit. As I say, this is a small seaside town, about 17 miles from Scarborough, and coincidentally I think Scarborough is going to be the next one that we do of these videos, these little winter seaside tour videos. So I'll head down here. I'm just going to walk along the front. I'll go down these steps here. I've just come up here to show you the parking situation. As you can see, plenty of parking available today. It's just after lunch. It's about 1 o'clock on a Monday afternoon in the middle of January. And it's about 4 degrees. I'm not expecting everything to be open in Brid. It's obviously a seaside town, so it does rely on tourists, so all the touristy things are probably not open, but we'll check it out together. But the town centre itself is just a regular town centre for the locals, for the residents of Bridlington and the surrounding areas, so that should just be as normal, so we'll take a look at that. If there's any seaside towns that you do want me to do this tour with, please do pop them in the comments down below. I do read every comment, and I do reply to every comment that I can. And I'd be interested to know if there's any that you would like to see. As I say, this will be the start of a mini series of winter seaside town tours. I've done the Skegness one about a month ago, and that proved to be quite popular. You guys seem to like that, so I thought I'd continue the trend, and we'll see if indeed Bridlington is closed for the winter. This is crazy golf and a little putting green usually in the summer. So we'll head down here and go back to where we was on the front. And as you can see, it's fairly quiet. There's not a lot going on. I'll walk all the way down here and we'll walk across to the harbour. We'll go through the amusement park bit. I'll show you what rides are there, what's not. I'll show you if there's anything being built and how it looks right now. And then we'll head down to the harbour and then walk through that, have a look at all the food options if there's any open down there, and then walk back up and have a look at the amusement arcades. I'll show you where the leisure centre is, and we'll then head into the town centre and see what shops are open. I would assume most will be open. The Skegness one that I did do last month, there was a lot of the touristy things that were closed. A lot of the arcades were closed. Obviously the amusement park was closed and the pier, but the town centre was fine. Town centre was bustling, I would say. However, that was in December, so obviously a lot of Christmas shopping gets done in December. I wouldn't have thought much Christmas shopping would get done in January, but we'll see. So in the summer months, this beach is usually quite packed. It's a really nice sort of quiet beach to come to if you just want to, well, not a quiet beach, but this end of it is not full of arcades and things that cost money. What I meant to say instead of quiet is cheap. If there's a cheap day out you want to bring your kids to, you can just hang around on this beach bit here and have a paddle. We'll head this way, and I'm looking forward to going through the amusement park bit. It's a bit cold, I've just done my zip up. As I say, it's about 4 degrees, but it feels a little bit colder with the wind chill at the seaside. I do love coming to seaside. As we come down here, this is how the Bridlington donkeys get to work on a morning in the summer season. They come underneath this little bridge here. There's a little underpass, and if you come early enough in the summer, you can often see the donkeys coming to work down there. It just goes under onto the beach. It's nice and peaceful. All you can hear is the seagulls. It's a bit different to summer. If you've got any questions about Bridlington at all, if I know the answer, I will answer them if you pop the questions in the comments down below. If you've been to Bridlington before, what do you think of it? Let me know your thoughts. We've never stayed here overnight just because we don't live that far away. As I say, around 30 miles north of Hull. Well, about 28 miles, I think, north of Hull. And about 17 miles from Scarborough. We do tend to go to Scarborough quite a lot through the year as well. As I say, I think later on this week we'll be heading to Scarborough to do another one of these videos there to see what's open and what's not, and to ask the all important question again: is Scarborough closed for winter? We're just heading now up toward the leisure centre. That building there is the leisure centre. That's got a really cool swimming pool in there with a couple of good slides. It's very reasonably priced because it's a council run leisure centre. There's also a clip and climb in there. And if you are a customer of the leisure centre, you do get free parking in the car park, which is situated just the other side of the leisure centre there. You just need to give your registration number for your car on the keypad, the little tablet on the reception, and then that does allow that vehicle 3 hours free parking. Look how clear the sand is. in the summer you do tend to often see two sort of ships coming from the harbour. I don't know if there might be docked, so I can show you if they are, but there's a pirate ship that's about £3, I think, £3.50 per person, and then there's like a speedboat experience as well, which is a little bit more expensive, but they both do depart from the marina just the other side of the funfair there. So we'll head down there and have a look through the funfair. They do often take a lot of these rides down. They do dismantle them. I don't know if that's probably to take them somewhere else to try and earn a little bit of income from them through the winter months, but some of them do stay, as we'll see. And we'll see what's there now. There is a couple of other Bridlington videos on our channel. Two food related ones which I will just quickly tell you about now. There's one from the Lodge restaurant inside the Forum arcade just there. I'll point it out when we get a little bit closer to it, but we did eat upstairs in that Lodge restaurant and we was not impressed at all. The video for that is on the channel if you want to check that out, but it was not a very nice meal at all. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, Boys of all places, that's right, Boys, the sort of department store in the town centre, they have a cafe upstairs and they do an absolutely amazing meat pie. It's a famous meat pie. If you search on Google or search on YouTube Boys Bridlington meat pie, you'll see lots of videos of people reviewing it because it's just well known, and it was literally probably one of the best pies I've ever had. I'm not a massive pie fan, but that was a delicious meat pie, that. And again, that's on the channel if you want to check that out. That's the leisure centre. That's a fairly new leisure centre. I think it's only probably 10 years old, if that. I can remember it being built. And there's access at the front here, just up the stairs, or you can get access from the other side, which connects to the car park. And this is one of two fun fairs that are located next to each other in Bridlington. Can get confusing if you come and you get some tokens from a machine. There are two separate sort of fun fairs, and each don't take the other's tokens, so just be mindful of that. If you're coming in the summer and you want to get some tokens, you can't take the tokens from this one to the other one and vice versa. So we've got Super Bob, that's been here for quite some time now, a few years. You got Twister, a Mexican hat, Elter Skelter. I think that's waltzes. There's not a lot going on. They're doing a little bit of work on the waltzes here, so they must be moving them, unless they've just stored the carriages in the dodgems, which I think is what they've done. So they are doing work now on the waltzes, ready for season opener. Probably, I don't know if it'll be February half term or if it will be Easter. Probably February half term. There's a little caterpillar coaster, and I'll show you now. This is where this part of the amusement park ends. These water walkers here, these big balls on the water walkers. This is the last attraction for that side of the amusement park, and then once you head to the other side of this building, that is a separate amusement park run by a different organisation using different tokens. But this leads down toward the harbour, and we'll have a look down there. Such a nice quiet experience coming to these seaside resorts through winter months. It's cold and slightly uncomfortable with my hand out but holding the camera. My fingers are freezing, but worth the walk. Montezuma's is Britain's biggest, Bridlington, not Britain. Yeah, they wish. Bridlington's biggest and best indoor adventure land, and that's like a big soft play area in there. Obviously, that's not open at the minute. The restaurant and the pub itself is, as you can see, customers in there. There was an outdoor patio sort of seating area as well, Jerome's it's called, for the summer. It's quite busy through summer months anyway. And this is the second of the amusement park. So all the rides in this one take the tokens for just this side. I think we did come in the summer last year, and there was that's the deals for the tokens, by the way, on this one. There was some confusion, and I think there was a little bit of a confrontation between some customers and the staff regarding the tokens not being valid at either, and that not really being made clear at the time of purchase. Crazy hopper, so crazy frog. That's probably the best one here. I do like a crazy frog. There's a fun house, another waltzers, and we're going to head down now to the marina part, and we'll see what's open and what's not. It looks like a lot of it is closed up there, which we'll take a look at in a sec. Head down here, have a look along the front of the harbour, and then head back up, and we'll go along all the arcades and the ice cream stores along the touristy bit, and then we'll head into the town centre. This is where the boats depart from, the touristy boats, the pirate ship and the speedboat. But it looks like neither are in dock, so they must take them elsewhere through off-peak season. But it looks like there's not going to be a lot open down here today. This is in the summer, it's packed. It's quite hard to get a seat in the summer to sit and eat your chips from one of the many stalls along the harbour here. That's the pirate ship, £3 per rider. I remember when that was £1. Only just probably a few years ago that was £1. Now it's £3. But as you can see, there's nothing open down here, and it is lunchtime. Just after lunch, it's about 1:30 almost. But it is a Monday. I don't know if on a weekend these might be open, but certainly in the summer every day they are. I don't think we're going to get much luck of anything being open down here. I was going to try and show you if there's any food places open. There is like a little museum type thing there. It's a very, very small museum. I think that's where it is anyway. I do believe that's where it is. I'm going to just head up these stairs from the marina there. I'm just going to head up these stairs so we can have a look up top. As I don't think anything else is open down here. I will come back down and have a little walk through, but I just want to have a look up here. This is where you start getting to the little side streets before you head into the town centre. So we're back up. There is an arcade open there. One of the... Okay. Oh, that was nice. Just met, I don't know if she's a subscriber or a viewer, but she said she recognised me and she's watched some other videos on YouTube. So, well, she said Facebook, but I don't put stuff on Facebook, so it's probably YouTube. But yeah. So we've just come back up here again. We did walk past there. I will go back down there in a sec. I just wanted to come up and have a look at this sort of part of the seafront area, and as you can see, not a lot going on at all. It's so quiet, which is understandable and expected, but There we go. So I'm going to head back down there and we'll walk right along the marina. I'm going to go down the next set of steps just to save me walking back round the corner. This used to be a Papa's Fish and Chips, but that's closed down with most of the other Papa's Fish and Chips, I think. Which is a shame, because we used to like going to Papa's. They did some right good deals for fish chips, a sausage and a side for about $5.50, I think, $5.95. And that was usually our chip shop of choice at most seaside resorts. I think the one in Scarborough is probably still open. We'll find that out on the Scarborough walk later this week, but the other ones that we've been to, the ones in Hull, Bridlington, and somewhere else, I can't remember where, but the other ones we've been to have all been closed. Some of them have changed into Wendy's because the people who own the Papa's franchise in this area also own a Wendy's franchise, so they're just sort of swapping over their franchises to the other one, the Wendy's one, hoping it's going to be more popular, I assume. Right, so not that Wendy's, by the way, that's a different Wendy's. That's the UK Wendy's, I assume. I'm talking about the American Wendy's. Not that there's anything wrong with the burgers at that Wendy's, because I think we have had them before and they was nice, but not an actual Wendy's burger. So yeah, if you go to the other beach over there, I think that is South Beach. This is North Beach that we're on now, and then the other part over there is South Beach, and that's where there's not a lot of shops and restaurants and chip shops and arcades. It's basically just a big beach. It's really nice. I think in the summer we are going to come and spend the day there and hire a chalet and spend the day there, so we'll do the video of that if we do decide to do that. It was something that was on the cards last year, but we just never got the chance. But that is a nice beach there. It's just really quiet, massive vast sand. There's like a little paddling pool, all free of charge, and it's just nice. It's a nice opposite side to the seafront, as opposed to what this is like here. Well, not now, but through the summer. So yeah, literally nothing along the harbour front is open. So I'll head up now and go along the front, along the arcades, and then head into, well no, should we head into town centre first or arcades? We'll head along the front. I'll turn right up here, go back to where we've just come from, and then walk all the way along the front to the leisure centre and just see all the arcades and see what's open and what's not, and then head into the town centre. So there is a few things open down here. You've got Premier, you've got an amusements there, you've got a restaurant, like a Wetherspoons type pub restaurant there, and then a little bargain store similar to Pound Stretcher, B&M Home Bargains type thing, but it's Goodwin's. It's a local alternative to the national chains. There's another pub here that's very similar to Wetherspoons, and that's called the Apollo. Right, so this is where I met that lovely lady, and she said she watches some of the videos we've put on. Right, so we'll head back down there. I'll walk past what I've just basically done a little circle, went round there, come back up here, and went back down the stairs there. Right, so we're back on the front now, and as you can see, not many souls about here. It's so quiet. I'm whispering and you could probably hear me. This is not ASMR. Yeah, at the Forum, the big arcade at the bottom there on the left, that will be open, I'm sure, because I don't think that ever closes, other than the obvious Christmas Day. But I think other than that, it's probably open pretty much all the time. There's another little side street there with some shops, restaurants, but I don't think much is open, to be honest. I think there's a few that are permanently closed and a few that are temporarily closed for the winter. But we'll head down here, go to the leisure centre, which you can see in the background just there. Take a left and then we'll have a look in the town centre and see what shops are about. If you are wanting to come in the summer and spend more than 3 hours here, you will have to find alternative parking where you can pay and then spend as long as you like. But what we tend to do in the summer is come down this end, park where I told you on Sands Lane, spend about 3 hours at this side, walk back, make sure we get back to the car before the 3 hours is up, and then we take the car a 3 or 4 minute drive down to South Beach and then spend a few hours down there with a paddling pool on the beach, and it's a full day out and you don't have to pay for any parking. But that's just me. So Treasure Island is closed. As I say, the only one that probably will be open really is the Forum, just because it's so massive and it's got access via both sides. You can get access to the arcade from the beach side, this side, or from the town centre side, the opposite side. So we've walked all the way along the front and we've walked down the harbour and then back up now to the arcades. And not a lot going on, very quiet. We'll have to see what it's like in the town. This is the Forum, that's where the Lodge restaurant is. The Lodge restaurant, you just go upstairs and it's all that bit there. That's the quite unappealing, unimpressive restaurant that we went to last year and had chicken that didn't even taste cooked. It was vile. So we weren't very impressed. We don't know if we just had a bad batch or if we had a bad cook or we were just unlucky on that occasion, but it has put us off trying again. So we're not going to bother going back to the Lodge upstairs. But we will, however, go back to Boys for more pie. If you do like pie and you're coming to Bridlington, go to Boys. My recommendation, go to Boys for your pie. See, the Forum is open and the one next to it is open as well, but there's not a lot of people there. Should we walk through the Forum? Because you can get to town centre that way. I was just going to take, that's the leisure centre, I was going to turn left and go down that way, so instead let's just go through the Forum and see how busy the actual arcade is. One of the couple that are actually open, we'll see if there's many people inside. Just have a look at the funfair from up here. It's cool to see that they're actually doing work. It's only January, but they're doing work on the rides at the minute, so full preparations in place for opening. When everything does open again, we will probably be coming back and we will do another quick tour of everything once it's all up and running and see if there's anything brand new, and just see the difference that off-peak and on-peak makes compared to today. So we'll head through the Forum to the other side. There you go. Right, so we're inside now and we'll just walk through. There is a cinema inside this arcade as well. That's probably one of the other reasons why it's open all the time, just because it has other offerings other than just arcades. But there is a cinema and also a sort of a kids soft play area. This is the cinema and the bounce park next to it, but the bounce park is closed. So we'll head right through to the other side and take a walk through the town centre. There is like a little shopping centre across there called the Promenade Shopping Centre, so we'll start by walking through there. Right, there is a Burger King inside this one. I would have thought, I'm expecting everything to be open as usual inside the shopping centre. So let's head inside and see. It's quiet though, very quiet still. So there's a Poundland in here, there's a Greggs, Heron Food, there's an Argos. We'll have a look as we go around. So even in here, I don't think everything's open, unless this is just permanently closed anyway. I think it is, look. They've moved apparently. But head down there and then we'll have a look at the high street in the town centre down there. There's a card factory inside. And that is the Promenade Shopping Centre. It's all on one floor. There's another Greggs outside. Oh no, this is the only Greggs, I think. That's the one that said moved. The Greggs the closed unit that we saw inside was a Greggs. They've obviously moved outside now and they've got a much bigger seating area. That was quite a small Greggs inside and it was quite hard to get a seat if you wanted a seat, but it's been moved now and there's a lot more options for seating inside. And they've got a lot of seating options outside as well, which is good for the summer. There's a Couplands as well, which is just next door but two to Greggs. So you've got choice of pasties. We'll head down here. And this is the Boys that I was telling you about. This is where you can go and get what could be one of the best pies you've ever had. Just upstairs in that Boys there. So it looks like town centre's as busy as you'd expect it to be in January. It's no quieter than I thought and it's no busier than I thought. There's a Canny FC, not a KFC. I guess it is a KFC, but it's a Canny FC. And this is the Boys. Get yourself up there, get a pie. The train station, I'll show you in the direction where the train station is. If you're going to get the train to Brid, you do just come out of the train station car park, take a right and just walk down and then you will end up where I'm pointing now, just there. You can walk to the seafront from the train station in about 10 minutes to the North Beach anyway. South Beach would be a little bit of a longer walk, maybe 20 minutes. But still not too far. So that's the high street. We'll walk down here, see what's going on down this way. I'll take a left here and walk down the other sort of main high street area where the opposite end of Boys is, where you can go in. So again, you can see super quiet. But yeah, that's where you go in. Get up there, get a pie, have a pie. If you do go have a pie, go up to boys, tell them the Dandelion 5 sent you, and you will get no discount whatsoever. They won't know who we are. But you could tell them anyway. Say you've seen our video online, seen our video on YouTube, and you thought you'd come and try the pie. They might give you something, I don't know. But there's a CEX, Specsavers, Superdrug, all your regular high street shops. There's the Works. So I think this pretty much gives you a clue of what the high streets are like. It's just a standard January day. The shops that are actually operating still are open. There's nothing that's closed because of closed season. There's just things that are closed because of either going out of business or moving or such things. So that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is Bridlington. Here on the East Yorkshire coast on a cold January Monday afternoon. As I say, there will be lots more of these coming up. The next one, I think, what we've got planned is Scarborough. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if there is any that you would like to see, they're obviously not too far away, then pop them in the comments down below, and we'll see if we can get to them and do something similar to this and just see what's open and what's not. And as I say, ask that all important question of, is insert seaside resort name here closed? Would we say Bridlington is closed? I don't think Bridlington is closed. I think it's closed to tourists, but I think it's open to locals as expected. We'll have a little walk down there again. I'm going to go back down to the front and walk along the front and back to where we started the video, and we'll close the video, see what's going on. So we have walked down here before. I will just go straight back down there along the front and head back over covered ground already, because I think we've pretty much seen everything that, well, we've seen everything that I want to show you. Could go further, could go into South Beach, but I'm not going to bother because I know for a fact nothing will be operational down there, because that is a seasonal hotspot and it is basically for tourists. This, obviously, with it being so close to the town centre, still gets footfall through the closed winter months because of the locals doing the shops and going out for food and such. But I know South Beach won't have anything going on at the minute, so I'm not going to waste my time or yours by going down there to see. In the summer, as I say, the summer will be a different story. We'll head down there. I do really want to spend a full day in there, hire one of the chalets and show you a tour around the chalet, see what's included when you do hire one. I think it's about £45-50 for the day, and obviously you're then right next to the beach, so the kids can go play on the sand, play in the sea. And close, please call again. Not closed, it's close. But yeah, in the summer we are hopefully going to head down there, hire a chalet and spend a full hot day by the beach in the chalet. So we're back on the front again now. I'm going to head back down, walk back through the funfair area and head back. But I think that concludes the winter Bridlington tour. If you've enjoyed the video at all, please do pop a like on it. Don't forget to comment down below if you've got any questions or queries about Bridlington or anything else that we cover. And please do consider subscribing to the channel for loads more content like this. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, from Bridlington on the East Yorkshire coast, we'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.